Another EU budget vote? Ah, that old chestnut. But here in Strasbourg, with winter drawing in, a series of marathon budget disputes should be about to end. Well, at least for now. The EU's financial framework for the next 7 years is about to get final parliamentary approval. So where's the money going to go? A third of the budget is dedicated to spending on development in the EU's poorest regions. Slightly less will be spent on agriculture. It used to be the biggest budget item by far, but critics want it cut further. Measures to encourage competitiveness and growth in the EU economy take up a much smaller slice of the budget, while administration costs account for just over 6% of the total. Those are the same numbers that were agreed 9 long months ago by EU leaders at a fractious summit in Brussels. That means David Cameron and his allies can still say the overall limit on EU spending has gone down in real terms for the first time ever. But in the corridors of the European Parliament, they weren't happy with the original outcome, and they now have added powers. So there's a catch. In the 7 years just ended, tens of billions of euros of budgeted money hasn't actually been spent, and it's been sent back to national coffers. Many MEPs are determined to change that. They've negotiated more flexibility to move money from one year to another or from one policy area to another to keep it in Europe. And that means that in theory, spending over the next 7 years could actually rise. For a majority in this Parliament, the case is compelling. The EU budget is only 1% of gross national product, and there's a lot to do. But critics insist that in difficult days it must be smaller. Arguments about money will run and run. Chris Morris, BBC News, Strasbourg.